Hello everyone, welcome to Chelsea Sport Focus. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started.
Enzo Fernandez's penalty against Napoli on Wednesday night was important in every sense. It set Chelsea on their way to a crucial Champions League victory, helped steady the team in a hostile environment, and underlined the Argentine midfielder's growing authority in big European moments. Yet it wasn't just the goal that caught the eye. It was the celebration that followed, one that immediately sparked conversation among fans and pundits alike. Instead of one of his more familiar celebrations, Fernandez paused, pointed both hands toward the sky, and looked upward. It was a quiet, reflective moment in the middle of an intense contest, and one that felt deeply personal. The setting made it even more powerful. This was Naples, a city where football and Diego Maradona are inseparable, and where the stadium itself still carries the spirit of Argentina's greatest ever footballing icon. After the match, Fernandez explained the meaning behind the gesture, and his words revealed just how much the occasion resonated with him. Like many Argentine footballers, his connection to Maradona goes far beyond admiration. It is cultural, emotional, and rooted in identity. For Fernandez, playing and scoring in Naples was never going to feel like just another away game. He spoke openly about how all Argentinians feel linked to Maradona, not only because of what he achieved on the pitch, but because of what he represented to their country and to football worldwide. Fernandez described Maradona as a figure who transcended the sport, someone whose influence shaped generations of players and fans alike. Scoring in the stadium most closely associated with him was, in Fernandez's words, very special. The midfielder was careful to emphasize that the result itself mattered most. Chelsea needed the win, and the pressure surrounding the match was intense. But the emotional weight of the location added another layer to the night. Fernandez acknowledged that the streets of Naples, still filled with Maradona's image, flags, and murals, made the experience unforgettable. It was impossible to ignore the presence of a footballing legend whose legacy still defines the city. For Fernandez, the celebration was a moment of respect rather than imitation. He did not attempt to recreate one of Maradona's iconic poses or gestures. Instead, it was a subtle nod, a personal acknowledgement of a player he identifies with deeply. He spoke about how Maradona's legacy, both as a footballer and as a symbol of Argentine pride, continues to inspire him. The goal itself was taken with calm authority. From the penalty spot, Fernandez showed no nerves, dispatching the ball confidently to give Chelsea the lead. It was his 10th goal of the season, a milestone that highlights his increasing influence in the team. Beyond statistics, his leadership in midfield has become increasingly clear, particularly in high-pressure European fixtures. The win in Naples was described by several Chelsea players as a special moment for a young squad still learning how to navigate elite competition. Fernandez's role in that process is growing with every match. His ability to combine technical quality with emotional intelligence has made him one of the team's reference points on and off the pitch. There is also a sense that moments like this help define a player's relationship with a club. Fernandez's connection to football history, his respect for the game's icons, and his composure in big moments all contribute to the image of a player who understands what it means to perform on the biggest stages. For Chelsea supporters, seeing that level of maturity and awareness is hugely encouraging. As the Champions League progresses, Fernandez will have more opportunities to leave his mark. He spoke about the competition with clear ambition, hinting that nights like this, one should be stepping stones rather than isolated memories. While Maradona's legacy in Naples is untouchable, Fernandez showed that modern players can still honor the past while writing their own stories. In a stadium steeped in history, Enzo Fernandez delivered a goal, a gesture, and a message. It was a reminder that football is not only about tactics and results, but also about emotion, identity, and the invisible threads that connect generations. For Chelsea, it was a vital win. For Fernandez, it was a moment he will carry with him for the rest of his career. Yaya Toure has played under some of the greatest managers in modern football, from Pep Guardiola to Frank Rijkaard, and when someone with that level of experience offers praise, it carries serious weight. The former Manchester City and Barcelona midfielder has now delivered a glowing endorsement of Liam Rosenior, expressing his belief that Chelsea's new head coach is destined for the very top after an impressive start at Stamford Bridge. Rosenior's appointment raised eyebrows when it was first announced, largely due to his relative inexperience at elite European level. However, early signs under his leadership have been extremely encouraging. Chelsea have stabilised their performances, produced important results in key competitions, and, perhaps most importantly, shown renewed clarity in their style of play. That progress has not gone unnoticed, especially by figures Rosenior himself has long admired. Tour, speaking recently, made it clear that he was not surprised by Rosenior's smooth transition into one of the most demanding jobs in football. He revealed that his admiration goes beyond tactics or results, focusing instead on Rosenior's ability to communicate and connect with players on a human level. According to Toure, that quality alone gives Rosenior a significant advantage in modern football management. The former Ivory Coast international explained that Rosenior's strength lies in his communication. From a player's perspective, Toure believes Rosenior is exactly the kind of coach footballers want to listen to. His clarity, intelligence, and emotional awareness create an environment where players feel understood rather than instructed, motivated rather than pressured. In Toure's view, that is a hallmark of elite coaches, not a trait learned overnight. Toure also highlighted Rosenior's character, describing him as an exceptional person as well as a capable coach. That personal endorsement is significant, particularly in a Chelsea dressing room packed with young, ambitious players who require guidance, reassurance, and structure in equal measure. Rosenior's calm authority and thoughtful approach appear to be resonating, even in the early stages of his tenure. Chelsea's recent Champions League performances have added further credibility to Rosenior's growing reputation. The composure shown in high-pressure moments, the tactical flexibility demonstrated during games, and the trust placed in emerging players all point toward a manager comfortable with responsibility. While the long-term verdict on Rosenior will only be delivered with time, the foundation he is laying has impressed observers across the footballing spectrum. Of course, Toure was careful not to suggest that words alone make a great manager. Football history is full of excellent communicators who struggled to translate ideas into sustained success. Rosenior himself has repeatedly acknowledged that results ultimately define a coach's legacy. Still, having the backing of someone like Toure provides a powerful vote of confidence during a critical phase of his development. The months ahead will be decisive. Chelsea remain active across multiple competitions, and expectations will rise as results continue to improve. Tactical challenges, squad management issues, and inevitable setbacks will all test Rosenior's credentials. Yet, the belief expressed by Toure suggests that those hurdles are part of a journey Rosenior is well equipped to navigate. For Chelsea supporters, Toure's comments offer reassurance that the club's gamble on a progressive, modern coach may be paying off sooner than expected. Rosenior has already brought stability and belief back into the squad,